And
Oh,
speaking of potential Wonder Woman players that probably aren't on Wonder Woman tonight, our next set is actually going to be Anthos versus Mortz. And this set, I mean, Anthos, Superman player, we all know him from the beta, right? And then Mortz switching between Harley and Wonder Woman in this beta. But I think for this tournament in this patch, I think he's mainly on that Harley pick. So I'm really interested to see like how this very, very classic matchup is going to go for them.
oh yeah, for sure. I'm assuming Anthos is going to be on the Superman, right? What we know about Anthos is he is quite possibly the most meticulous player in all of multiverses. We've seen it time and time again where games have went to time with Anthos.
Have you played competitive multiverses if you haven't been at least almost timed out by Anthos? And in this set, I mean, we'll see it. We'll see the patient Superman play. And Harley, I mean, this season, right? Or in like the last patch, she got really buffed. So I'm actually very interested to see how this is gonna end up going.
Yeah, this one might go to time, right? Anthos having to be a little bit more meticulous, especially with Harley Sarah 1 being able to ground bounce now.
Yeah, Harley Sarah right now is so strong, forcing ground bounces. I mean, we'll probably see at this stage where Mortz is just going to be trying to set up those Sarah into ground bounce scenarios. Right here, we see double Sarah into up tilt. But Anthos kind of just making these openings so well. He's kind of waiting for Mortz to just mess up and then kind of whiff punishing with dash jab over and over again.
Yes, Anthos is the 3-button legend, just like he was in beta with the Sair, Nair, and Ice Breath. Now he has diversified his kit into dash jab, Ice Breath, and Sair.
No, that's crazy.
With those 3 tools, he will possibly win this game right here, and he's already taken a stock, right? So
you see 3 tools, but his toolkit is actually expanded so much. He's using so much of Superman's kit in order to pressure Mortz being unable to do anything. And I mean, here we see using these down tilts to force ground bounces, setting off stage, using Frost Breath to make Harley's already middling airspeed a little bit worse. I mean, using that armor actually to make it so that the bomb doesn't work on him. And I mean,
yeah,
securing that second stock already.
Yes, Anthos proving to be very, very dominant in this set right now, or well, in this first game. Mortz just needs to find a way in. Find a way in through Anthos, but Anthos is not gonna let that happen, right? Anthos is not the type to kind of just throw buttons out, make a lot of mistakes in terms of whiffing, right? So Mortz needs to get more kind of jump reads, movement reads based on what Anthos is doing. He's got to react to what's happening on the screen right now, and Anthos seems to want to be the one reacting and being proactive on it.
The pressure is just so insane. I mean, yeah, jab, using that just like the extra hits of jab just to set up for that higher percent into that charged up tilt. I mean, a dominant 3-stock coming in for game number 1.
Yes, that was a crazy game 1 performance coming from Anthos, right? He just uses Superman's tools so well. Granted, very limited amount of tools that he uses, but the tools he uses are just for a pure set of neutral and advantage state. That is all you need. Simple goes a long way, ladies and gentlemen, and Anthos is proof of that. Gotta keep the fundamentals. Gotta keep the fundamentals going.
I mean, we saw it in that game, but I mean, if you're 3-stocking with that many tools, I mean, like, how many do you really need? Like, you use jab to like kind of get these openings in Harley where normally she doesn't have as many openings in her kit, and like using the other tools in his kit to like supplement these dash jabs. And like, how does Mortz really get in? We're seeing like him really struggle to like find these openings on Superman, but I mean, he's finally in advantage state for like one of the first times in this entire set so far. But I mean, Anthos just doing so well. Even in disadvantage, he's still racking up the percent so fast.
Right. And Harley usually isn't a character that, has a hard time, getting in, right? Especially with the new addition of the brand new Harley side special, right? Can you tell us a little bit more of the buff to that side special that Harley uses? Even though it might not be the best option right now, right?
Yeah, so we actually saw it earlier in that game 1, but Harley actually is able to cancel out of that, or she's able to shoot the boxing glove a little bit faster out of her side special than she used to be able to. So right now you can do like that Harley side special and force a ground bounce, and we saw Mortz able to combo that into neutral hammer earlier. So that was or like a neutral attack in the air. So it's definitely like possible to get some value out of it. And we saw him use it as like kind of a defensive tool, but I mean, Mortz using anything but that right now to kind of secure that stock on Anthos and kind of get this stock lead, or this percentage like evened up.
Yeah, because see, even defensively right there, see, you can still find a way around it, right? Find a way around Frost Breath as well, because Frost Breath just kind of annihilates a lot of Harley's kit, whether it be the boxes, the bombs, or even, you know, the gloves, right? Coming from side special down air, you know, all the range stuff from Harley. But, you know, Mortz proving to, you know, have woken up against Anthos's, first of all, aggression, or, you know, just dominant force, right?
Yeah, I mean, really good play from Mortz. Kind of just pressuring, using those setup tools at Harley, putting him behind himself so Anthos can't really Frost Breath without getting punished by that up special like we saw. And I mean, we're gonna probably see that throughout the set where Mortz is using his tools a little bit more defensively than aggressively, because I mean, Superman can just destroy them with Frost Breath, right?
Yeah, but you know, Mortz doing a really good job at living right now. A lot of people don't live very long. Oh, well,
yeah.
there goes the living. Superman jab into up tilt right there. But hey, we got 40 damage on Superman. 54. Yeah. Hey.
Yeah, I mean, Harley is tied for one of the lightest characters in the game, tied with I think Arya and Gizmo. So, you know, these kill percents are super early in Superman, especially one that can rack up damage as fast as he can with his tech chase setups. But right now, like, Mortz is at a pretty comfortable lead at this percent, right? Like, he can get like a straight hit of a neutral, or like jab 2 into down tilt into like this new setup that he has now with reverse IED Sair, and just securing the game like that. Really well played from Mortz.
Yeah, that was a really stylish kill right there by Mortz. That's kind of on the newer side of things now that Sair 1 can actually ground bounce, right? Definitely seen Mortz do that quite a bit in bracket before, right? In the previous weeklies. But yeah, we got a game 3, ladies and gentlemen. We got a game 3 right now. We got 1-1, Anthos, Mortz. Let's see how both of these players could adapt and who gets that game lead, right?
I think starting off, right, it's all about like who gets the opening. Like, Mortz using these side specials, this newly buffed side special, in order to set up a more defensive, aggressive like thing. Because game 1, right, we saw Mortz like try and approach, right, with things like Sair that he was just getting dash jabbed for, right? But this game 2, he's using a lot, or game 3, like he's been using a lot more defensive tools in order to kind of circumvent like these dash jabs from Superman, because Superman obviously, other than laser, doesn't really have any like super safe ways of pressuring from a distance anymore. So Harley being able to have these more defensive tools enables her to play around Superman in a way that she kind of couldn't before.
Yeah, and what I noticed as well from this set is Anthos is actually approaching quite bit more than usual, so he does not want to deal with the Harley aggression, and he's trying to close these games out quick. Maybe
yeah, I think it's all
microwave.
I think it's really like all about how safe these aggressive options are, right? Anthos, like, he's like, oh wow, what a catch from Mortz, just like perfectly tracking him even though he's off screen and securing that kill. But Mortz is using really pretty safe ways to approach Superman, right? And if Superman doesn't have that option, then you kind of need to be forcing these aggressive options yourself, right? Going into this game. So like Mortz just setting up the bomb, has Superman bombed, but the kill on Harley actually gets rid of that bomb. So he's taking these calculated risks to try and get in on Harley and kind of play around like her setups, showing like a lot of like knowledge in the matchup.
Yeah, you really got to take the risk and reward on going in on Harley bombs, especially the way Mortz has been using them. I noticed that like Mortz kind of has a download on the timing of Anthos's dash jabs, right? And he's setting up a box as Superman is just, you know, hurling towards him at supersonic speeds, right? And, you know, the Harley box is exploding at the right time.
Yeah, he's kind of forcing that trade, right? And that trade kind of works out well for Harley. Like here, you pull out the bomb to kind of bait out that frost breath, and then you just dash attack him anyways, and then you throw the bomb on him later. It's like so smart. It's like these like little like micro plays around like Superman's like tools. But there you see Multz, like he went in with a dash attack, and Anthos was just ready for it and punished him. So it's like using these unsafe options to approach just gets you punished. So you really gotta like maximize like your safety and how you approach Superman, or else like right here you're getting like dared into like, you know, a jab, and Superman jab, as we see here, like so dominant and so oppressive in the matchup.
Yeah, especially at a caliber that Anthos plays at, you definitely don't want to throw out too many unsafe options, right? You want to do them at a very unexpected times, at very niche opportunities, right? But Anthos just had enough space to space it out, right? And even percent, however, Anthos taking the game right there. Really, really good performance by both players right there. But Anthos taking the lead of this set, right? He's in a very, very good spot. All he needs is one game, has plenty of time to get that one game, right? He has 2 games worth of shots. Mortz only has 1.
Yeah, but that was, I think that was just super well played, right? Like, it was kind of even, right? And then he's just like, I'm gonna start pressuring really hard. And then he got that lead, and it just kind of expanded and expanded. And Mortz was kind of getting a little bit nervous throwing out these openings that he wasn't really giving game 2 or at the start of game 3. So going into game 4, it's like you kind of got to collect yourself and like get these really good options that like he was doing it like at a lot of points in the set, and just like make sure again to like maximize that safety and like to not really give Anthos these opportunities to like whiff punish Harley's like pretty like significant whiff on like things like down tilt.
Yeah, down tilt, and even Sair sometimes is an unsafe option if you spaced out correctly, especially against a force that is Superman, that has quite possibly one of the fastest dash jabs in the entire game, right?
Absolutely.
Especially sliding up tilt, even if Anthos is feeling a little extra frisky, right? But I haven't seen much of those.
Yeah, he's been more relying on a lot of Superman's like super fast things that are low commitment to try and get these openings. And Mortz gets that tech chase, but again, Anthos just kind of slides behind him, and Mortz always usually goes for like this down tilt after it. And I feel like he can just go for the jab instead and maybe try and catch the fact that Anthos is going in on him instead of like tech falling out.
Right there, really good plays by Anthos securing that first stock. Mortz is really, really down right now, not only in the set, but of course starting out in this game. So this is the moment where you really have to collect yourself and be able to secure the stock. Any means necessary. You got 5 minutes on the clock. Don't have to make any crazy attempts at going in, unless, you know, gotta wait out these ice stacks.
He's at 13 stacks. He's about to get frozen, but it actually lands him a kill. Anthos gets a little bit greedy, actually. I think he was... I mean, like, obviously, you want to get the 15, you know, frost stacks, but, like, him going for these frost stacks has allowed Mortz to kind of make it, like, even in a sense, right? Like, now he has no more frost stacks, and you've lost that stock lead, and now, like, even though you've got this advantage, you still have 30% on you, and it's definitely, like, a bridgeable gap for Harley.
Yeah, but Anthos playing a little confidently, got Mortz all the way to 93, but he could pay for it right now. Or not. Down totally gets Mortz out of there and gets the stock right there off of that bomb, and Mortz just kind of ducking there, taking that Superman gut punch. Well, not as a gut punch. It ended up on Harley's face right there. Don't want to damage the face too much right there.
That almost killed at 0%. The up special into up air. That's I mean, just the weight of Harley coming into play so well here.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But I mean, it's such a hard like bridge to gap, especially against a player as patient as Anthos, right? Like he's not gonna let you like get these like free openings, even like when he's in burnout, like he is there, like he's still like doing measured approaches. Harley bomb though, going through Superman armor, almost getting a kill, but just barely missed it. And I mean, Mortz might be getting nervous now. Right here, you see like he's just going off stage trying to mitigate the weakness of bomb, and now he's in advantage himself, going into like this last stock scenario for Mortz.
Yeah, because in these scenarios, it is all or nothing. Because Anthos is at 89, Superman, quite possibly the second heaviest character in the entire game, and of course, that might be that's the whole set right there. Really dominant performance by Anthos. Mortz had just a little fight in him, but just not enough against the powerful, dominant force that is Anthos.
Yeah, he just played really well. I mean, like every time he got a lead, it just felt like it's like he's so patient in like the way he plays neutral, where it's like he's not giving these free openings. And a patient Superman is a scary Superman, right?
Yes, and this is the patient Superman. Not only that, he might quite possibly be the Superman with his measured approaches, right?